Hey everyone, welcome to another 11ty second 11ty, the show where we tackle one 11ty concept in 110 seconds or less. That, as it turns out, is the definition of 11ty. In this episode, we're going to tackle the concept of global data files with JavaScript data. You may remember our last episode where we discussed JSON data files. Now this works for static content, but what if we want to add some dynamic content per build, say the date for our copyright in the footer? We can do that with a JavaScript data file. Let's copy this file and move it to a settings.js file. From here, we need to reformat this to actually export this from the module. Module.exports equals the object that we had. And we have those static pieces of content again. And now we can add a little bit of JavaScript to this. So let's set a copyright property. That copyright property is just going to use a new date in JavaScript. This will generate a date from the specific time that the build happens. Now that we have that, we can format that in our document here. Let's go ahead and add a settings.copyright and then use the date filter in Nunjux and have it formatted to just be the full year. And there it is, 2022 in our data. Now, every single time this builds, we'll get the most up-to-date date from JavaScript. Now, the data is fine, but what if you want to hit another API and get content? JS data files work well for simple use cases like this as well. First, we need to make a new data file. We'll call this one Pokemon.js. Spoilers, we're going to hit the Pokemon API. Since we're going to make an API call, we'll use Axios. You could also use node fetch or the new node fetch API. And then we're going to export, instead of an object, we're going to export a function this time. The function is going to call out to the Pokemon API and get the first 151 Pokemon. It's then going to return those Pokemon as an array that our template can use. Inside of our template, we can now create a Pokemon list from the API using an ordered list and a liquid loop. And there they are, the first 151 Pokemon, the Pokemon from the Kanto region from the Pokemon API, PokeAPI.co. So this is just scratching the surface of what JS data files can do. There's so much more beyond just making simple little API calls. But if you've enjoyed this 11ty second tutorial, be sure to like and subscribe down below. And until next time, keep doing awesome things with 11ty, and I'll see you on the internet.